Alright, welcome back. This is a Sunday night chat. This is Total OS Today, Total Technology for Beginners and Beyond. How is everybody doing? Hope everyone is doing well. Just a random chat for tonight and some random news topics. I might be getting a long distance call from New York, so I might have to cut this short. But that being said, welcome anyway. How's everybody doing this evening? So let me go ahead and pop out the chat here. Hope you guys had a good week. Hello, Oscar is in the house. How you doing? Good day to you too. Alright, let me get situated here. We'll get started. Running the new OBS Studio. Version 20. And I haven't looked at all the new features. I don't get into many new features in streaming services or streaming software. I just want it to work. So yeah. Oscar, can you hear me okay? I got the music playing in the background. Is it too loud? Want me to turn it off? Looks okay on my end. Let's go ahead and transition here. There we go. You guys can see what I'm doing. Alright, the stream looks good. So what's new, Oscar? For those of you joining in late, you can of course play this back. I may just I may edit this into a podcast. Oh, what music? Okay, I guess it's playing too low. That's okay. I was going to say welcome C128D. I may edit this later to an MP3 podcast to put this on the Patreon page, and you can just download it that way if you would like to support the channel through Patreon. The link's below in the show notes. So what's new, C? How are you? That music. Anyway. You finally found Linux 16.04 plays nice with your PC. Finally. Okay. I'm going to turn this down here. Alright. Well, that's cool. Very good. I installed the latest Ubuntu 17.10 Alpha 2 full install on one of my test machines. It's very impressive. I am very impressed with it, so cannot complain at all. Alright, so let's go ahead and look into some news items. I already did a news report the other day, but we'll talk some more about some random news items. And feel free to jump in anytime that you want to. Just eating dinner. Okay, see, excellent. Well, thanks for stopping by. Alright, so let's go to some news items here. I don't know if you guys saw this, but apparently there was a new challenge, a boiling water challenge. Apparently people are pouring boiling water on themselves as part of a challenge. I don't get this. Well, I don't know what else to say. I guess this is the opposite of the ice bucket challenge a few years ago. But this is sad, so parents, talk to your kids. And this is serious, so tell them to stop. My goodness. I suppose the big news this past week had to be the so-called Google manifesto, the anti-diversity memo that was released. I just downloaded it. I'm looking at it. I may do a full live event about it. Interesting topics and opinions in that memo, and it says here that Google may lose to the manifesto writer in court. Well, that's interesting. Yeah, see, I know it's stupid. I don't get it. I didn't get the ice bucket challenge either, but at least that's not gonna burn you. I don't understand it, but yeah. Alright, so massive stutters in games on new kernels due to not being able to use the official drivers. Yeah, Oscar. When it comes to gaming, I just stick with Windows 10, man. It just works. It just works, so yeah. Alright, let's move on. Firefox 55 was released. Supposedly it's a lot faster. I really haven't noticed it in Windows 10. It seems a little bit faster in Linux. But I don't know. You guys tell me if you have the latest Firefox, if you noticed any difference. In Windows 10 it's always played nice. In Linux, I suppose it's a little bit faster. We'll see. Hello, Rose. Welcome. How are you? How are things in Canada? Just a random chat for this evening. Welcome aboard. Okay, so what's next? The latest Ubuntu podcast. Isn't that a nice fluffy picture? Important fluffy turn. They always pick the coolest pictures. I'm not sure what this has to do with Ubuntu Linux, but hey, I'm all for nice pictures. You can catch this on the ubuntupodcast.org. Some information here. It's a free podcast, a weekly podcast, so yeah, check it out. At least the Ice Bucket gave us some nice wet t-shirt vids. You are absolutely correct, C128D. That is true. Absolutely. That's funny. Excuse me. Alright, let's move along. As I stated, Ubuntu 17.10 Alpha 2, I installed this in a full install. It runs pretty good. Check it out if you have a spare machine. It's going to be my next favorite distribution, I believe, when it's released come October. Yeah. This topic here, I've mentioned this before. There's some legislation here pending in the States to implement mandatory baby seat, car seat sensors. Apparently, a high number of kids have tragically passed away. Kids being left, kids being forgotten or left in hot cars. I don't know what's going on. I understand some of your comments. What's up with the parents? I don't want to go there, but I'm all for anything that saves kids. I don't know what else to say, but this is very sad. Rose asks when Toss will give us some free samples. Samples of wet t-shirts? Oh my. But yeah, check out this. Just do a search for car seat sensors and you guys can figure this out. But man, of course my son is grown up now, a teenager. I never forgot my kid in the back seat. My child was always on my mind, as it were. But I guess anything to save kids from hot cars, I'm all for it. So yeah. Finally, a little bit of odd news. Men play tennis on the highway during traffic jam. This was in Britain. I guess if you're stuck in traffic for hours, why not break out the tennis rackets, get some exercise, and play tennis on the highway. I guess since there's no traffic moving, I guess it was safe. This is on the Newbury, England, on the M6 highway. The footage shows several other drivers out of the cars looking bored in the traffic jam. So the next time you're stuck in traffic and the weather's nice, play some tennis, some catch. If you're next to a farm, plant some tomato plants. I don't know. But yeah, making use of your spare time when there's a traffic jam. So why not? Anyway, may not be the safest thing to do, but I guess if traffic is at a standstill, I wouldn't do this like on railroad tracks or anything, right? No. But yeah, cool. Exercise in a traffic jam. That might be a new craze. What do you guys think about that? They should play tennis at the airports. Ah, yes. Flight delays. Yeah, I've heard about that, Rose. People being stuck in a plane for hours. That is inhuman. What are airlines thinking? Never been stuck that long. No, I've been delayed, but never. I'm not sure what I would do. I think I would go nuts, Rose, if that happened to me being stuck in an airplane. That is crazy. Yeah. Anyway, let me go ahead and get out of these here. Any news this past week that caught your attention? For me, it was all about this. Part of it was about the manifesto. Interesting. Like I said, I may have to talk about this extensively in a later live event. But I guess it says a lot. Derp! Derpington is in the house. Hello, Derp. How are you? We're a little late, but you could play this back later. Probably be a short one tonight. Just some random news articles talking about the so-called Google Manifesto, anti-diversity, diversity memo, whatever you want to call it. Interesting. Noticed a worrying trend of parents not caring about their kids, and kids now get away with too much because they can't be disciplined. It seems that way, Oscar. Yeah. Times are changing. And I guess like parents like kids like the parents. How they grow up like to be like the parents. It's very sad. Yeah, I don't know what to say, but I never forgot my son in the hot car. Never. Derp's doing good. Very good. Derp, any news articles this week? Charlie, you get your new Mobo tomorrow in the mail. Installing Linux Mint Mate. Very good. I installed the latest Ubuntu Mate Alpha 2, a full install. And in a test machine, it runs pretty good. It's in a Toshiba satellite machine about almost 10 years old. Ubuntu Mate is terrific. Did you hear that Solus is going to support Snap and Flatpaks? Charlie, I did not. I think that's a great idea. I don't use Solus, but sure, why not? See, you got stuck for about 3 hours when your train broke down in the middle of nowhere in the 80s. No technology to pass the time back then, yeah. My dad called from Italy last week. He took a train from Rome back home, south of Italy. He paid for the express train to get home sooner and stay cooler. Unfortunately, in the train, the air conditioning broke, and apparently a lady passed out. And I guess the conductor said, is there a doctor in the house on the train? But yeah, there they are. Italy is suffering through a heat wave. The Romans are calling it Lucifer. That's how bad it is. But I haven't been on a train in years. And I don't think I want to be on a train in a heat wave with no AC. My dad says when he got home, he just wanted to take a cold shower. Yeah, so would I. But yeah, do a search for Rome heat wave. It's bad. And to be hot and have no technology, of course, even if you have a cell phone in a heat wave, it's not going to do you much good, is it? 3 hours in a heat wave on a train. Not fun at all. Yeah. Anyway, Rose, you had a problem with the recent update of Ubuntu Mate for its kernel on my laptop. It sent the bug report, and within a day, Ubuntu fixed the bug. Nice. Very good. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, look, in the latest Ubuntu Mate Alpha 2, you know, obviously with an alpha there will be bugs. I don't care, it's in a test machine, but I like what I see so far. It's pretty zippy. And I like it. So, yeah. You know, I've tried so many distros. I keep going back to the Ubuntu-based, like Ubuntu, Linux Mint. You know, about the only one I cannot see myself using daily is Ubuntu GNOME. There's just too many things that can go wrong. So, I may test it again. But as far as Ubuntu GNOME or Ubuntu GNOME, GNOME, yeah, Ubuntu GNOME, it's a new GNOME. GNOME. Yeah, it's not something I would use every day. Speaking of Ubuntu GNOME, let's see what's new. Third, we had an Arch bug also. Okay. crashing. Had an update today. No crash. Very good. Let's see here. This is from the 8th. Canonical needs your help transitioning Ubuntu from Unity to No. What do we have? Help wanted. Now is a very exciting time to be an Ubuntu user. I guess that's a matter of perspective. So what's going on here? They want you to assist with the artful aardvark. Yeah, okay. The movie, Rose, I can give you an update. The movie is 99% finished in terms of the technical stuff. He was in Rome last week at the lab with the engineer. There was an error in the audio with, I guess with one of the songs, the equalization of the audio or the audio filters or whatever. I mean, I wasn't there. They found the mistake late because the weekend was up. It was a heat wave. They were rushing, and they didn't catch it till the end. So he had to take the train back to where he lives, Rose. It's at least it's between 3 and 5 hour train ride, depending if you take the express train or not. So he's happy with the color. He said the editing, everything looks beautiful. It was filmed entirely on location, as you all know, but there was an error in the audio, and so he has to go back. He doesn't know when. There's people taking vacations this month, Rose. Obviously, I was disappointed. I wanted to see the finished product. And that's where we are at. I've shown the private trailer to family members and some close friends of mine. And one of my friends from Austria, she lives here now. She's retired from the government. I showed her the trailer 2 weeks ago, and I had told her nothing up until that time. I hadn't seen her in a couple months. I showed her the trailer, and she says, "Oh my God, look, I'm getting goosebumps." So that was encouraging because I showed it to her as a friend and as a potential customer. Like I said, I can't post anything, but let me just type something here. If you want to look up the topic, and thank you for asking, Rose. Yeah, look up Ferramonti. That was the largest. I know we're going off topic here, but that's okay. This was the largest Italian concentration camp in Italy. Parts of it is still there. There is a museum there. Basically, it was a camp where thousands of Jewish people got saved by the Italians. It's a beautiful story. I hope one day the movie will be released. That's all I have to say right now. The movie is tentatively titled The Cross and the Star. The cross of Jesus and the Star of David. Anyway, Rose, thank you for asking. So yeah, Rose, you in Italy a year ago. Okay. You understand there are trains. I used a lot of trains to get around in Italy. Cool, Rose. Yeah. I don't think there was a heat wave last year, Rose. So yeah. Italy's beautiful. I got my passport ready to go, but at this point, there's nothing I can do. I can't fix the heat wave, and the movie's almost done from a technical point. But I've been on a train there, and the scenery is quite beautiful. Yeah. My book's bought. Yeah, I just shorten the labeling just to make room on the bookmarks bar derp. Yeah, that's all it is. I just shorten it to a single letter. Yeah. Just to make room. That's all it is. Nothing special. But yeah. So, just a little bit of a tweaking, tune-up tweaking thing I do in the web browser. But yeah, that's all it is. So just to make more room. So hey, to give it a try. You might like it. Oh my. But as far as this week's news, yeah, there's nothing really stuck out, exciting. The Google Manifesto OBS Studio number 20 was released. And as far as the other exciting news, there really wasn't much that I saw. You could have them empty. Yeah, yes, Derp, that is true. I just chose it this way. It's just a personal thing, no particular reason, for these here. So this is one of the articles that my dad's movie is loosely based on, how Italy's army saved Jews. This is from the UPI. Anyway, but yeah, so a slow week for news. Yeah, it seems that way. Yeah, see, nothing really stuck out. Every once in a while I get a piece of technology news that sticks out. I guess that so-called Google Manifesto, was the news of the week. See, my dad was the producer. There is a different director. It was a partnership between those two for the movie, in terms of getting it done and all that. But no, my dad is the producer and this partner is the director. The director got hold of the story years ago. I guess we can do a quick search here, Faramonti. Yeah, there's some original pictures here from the camp from the 1940s that you can get more information on. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to... I've seen the rough cut of the movie. I think it's a beautiful story. It needs to be told. And there's so much... there's so much hatred in the world today. It's nice to have faith in humanity. So I hope the movie one day gets shown. I don't know when. I don't know when we can sign a deal. So yeah, Derp, the movie is tentatively called The Cross and the Star. Just like it sounds, The Cross and the Star. You hope you live long enough. Well, normally how these things work, and like I said again, you can just do a search for the camp. It's all over the place. There's some videos on YouTube. Some survivors of the camp tell their story. It's very heartwarming. I mean, the movie, it's a serious subject, but it has somewhat of a happy ending, without spoiling it. Normally how these things work, independent artists or producers or whatever, you have a project, you have a piece of commercial property. In this case, it isn't so much land, it's a film. And you're looking to take it to a film festival, hoping that it gets attention by a, what you would call it, a headhunter or a talent scout, hoping that someone has interest in it to sign a deal saying, okay, we think you got something here, Toss. Let's work out a deal. Let's sign a contract. Small down payment or whatever. We'll hold it for 6 months, hold it for a year, see if we can sell it. Yeah, Netflix or Amazon, that's certainly a possibility, Rose. Absolutely. Hulu. I think my dad's intention, from what I understand, is because this affected a lot of people. It affected it affected humanity at that time where there was such bad news with the concentration camps, that there was a camp in Italy that was the opposite of a typical concentration camp. I think my dad wants to show it in actual theaters. It's a story that needs to be told. I totally agree. It's relatively unknown here in the States. The story of Faramonti. Of course, back then there was no, cell phones or technology like that. Just a few color photos, black and white pictures of this Faramonti di Tarsia. The museum is there. You can look that up. But it's such a beautiful story. I think my dad's intention is to show it in theaters. I don't know if Amazon does anything with like promotion in theaters. I don't think Netflix does. I could be wrong. Times are changing. Of course, Amazon has the resources to promote it if they so choose to. But I think the movie is meant, and I think it should be shown in actual theaters, get it shown to the people, and go from there. The Steubenville International Film Festival. Well, Fat Elvis is in the house. There you go. Yeah, Steubenville is not that big for film festivals. I live close to Pittsburgh. There is a Pittsburgh Film Festival once a year, but that came and went. There's a big film festival coming up in Santa Monica in November. That would be great to try and pitch it there. It's a worldwide event, from what I understand. I'm sure someone there, if they caught wind of it, would like it. I mean, what can I say? It's a beautiful story. So yeah. Okay, let's see. My cousin married a camp survivor. His parents made it out as well, but other members of the family didn't. Okay, see. Yeah, respect, yeah. From what I understand, Albert Crow is in the house. He just got back from the Tom Stream Switzerland. Alright, cool. Yeah, the tinfoil hat time. Haddock is in the house. Just to get you guys up to speed, it was just a yeah, this is just a random Sunday night chat. We talked about some random news items. Now we're talking about a project, a film that my dad produced in Italy that's almost done, and hoping it one day to show it to the world. It's based on this Ferramonte di Tarsia. This was a concentration camp where thousands of Jews got saved, actually, by the Italians who didn't believe in what was going on in Germany. I mean, you guys know the story. So these people got saved. There were children from that camp, the so-called forgotten children. Anyway, it's a story that has a happy ending, considering what it was. It was a camp where it's the opposite of what you would think would happen. So yeah. Yeah, I think there was even weddings performed at this concentration camp. If I'm not mistaken. I think there's a picture of a wedding. So I mean, God bless the Italians, huh? For what they did in World War II and saved these people. It's a beautiful human story, and my God, what's going on in the world today. And I'm sure you guys saw the news here in the States with the riots in Virginia. We need a feel-good movie story. No more Godzilla versus, Wonder Woman. I want a human story. Oh my, Shatir is in the house. Welcome. What's for tonight? Well, we started off with just a Sunday night chat, some random tech news. Rose was asking about my dad's film project in Italy. It's almost done. But such is the business of movies. Delay, but it's almost done. And yeah, I've seen the trailer. I've seen the first cut. It's a beautiful story. Hoping to show to the world one day. So all I can say is stay tuned. Stay tuned. I wish I could show you something, but I can't, for obvious legal reasons. Yeah. The film and the score. Yeah. Never heard about that one. Heard about Sabor, though I don't watch. Yeah, no. This film project. It is a feature-length film. It's not a documentary. And if you just do a search right here, what I'm showing you, this will give you some idea of what I'm talking about. Like I said, I can't show you actual film footage. But if you search, well, let me do this. If you search for this gentleman, Sandro Di Stefano, he's the guy who did the music, the composer who did the music for my dad's film. He won some kind of an award last year in Italy. If you click his resume, it's Yeah, it's pretty extensive. This guy's good. Look, this is his resume. This guy, yeah, these are some of the films he's done. He's not really that well known in the States. I never heard of him till I saw the credit of him in my dad's film for the music, and I was like, oh my god, he's wonderful. But to get an idea of the music for the film, search this gentleman, and you can search his music for. He did the music for the Vatican documentary, a 6 DVD documentary. He did the music for that series, all original music. It's somewhat similar to what's in my dad's film, somewhat. Albert says, I always wanted to see a Schindler's List extension. Yeah, I would. Yeah, Schindler's List, Albert, was a big budget, wonderful, I think, Oscar-winning film. My dad's project is not that expensive, but somewhat of a similar story. How, you know, someone decided to, you know, risk their lives to do what was needed to be done. But yeah, Schindler's List is probably, I can't say it's a good comparison to my dad's film, but Albert, you are in the right ballpark. Yeah, absolutely. A quick search here. Yeah, this is the Alla scoperta del Vaticano e dei Musei, basically discovering the Vatican museums. The gentleman Sandro did the music for this DVD set. I've seen bits and pieces. It's nice. In fact, let me do this. I might get flagged for this, but let me just play this real quick here.
Scopriamo assieme i musei più belli del mondo.
Well, that was just a little taste of the music composer for this DVD set. If you like that music, that kind of music is in my dad's film, sort of. So there you go. Yeah, Hadak, yeah, I promised to keep you guys, you know, latest news on the movie, but realistically, if some kind of a deal is made this year, I am in contact with a couple people in New York who are interested. They want to promote it or are thinking about promoting it. Realistically, the movie will probably, well, I know it's going to be shown at the Vatican because they requested it, but the movie, if the movie gets signed, it'll be released next year in Italy. We will not see it here more than likely than next year. That's my guess. Yeah. You actually listen to that soundtrack and it's relaxing without being invasive. Yeah, Albert, yeah. He's a terrific composer. There's a few videos, actually more than a few, of Sandro Di Stefano on YouTube doing some solo stuff and in the studio with an orchestra. I think he's magnificent. Yeah. Until you make an offer they can't refuse. Fat Elvis. Well, I think my dad said it best. We know what we have, but unless we have a contract, he says, son, we don't have anything. So there we go. Wasn't that the track? Yeah, Shatir, that was the Alla Scoperta dei Musei Vaticani, Discovering the Vatican Museums. It's a 6 DVD set. The music was done by Sandro Di Stefano. I believe it's over 300 minutes of original music. I haven't heard all of it. It's beautiful, and that kind of music is in the film. Sort of, yeah. Very Vatican-esque, like grandiose. I don't know how else to say it. It stays with you. Include a horse's head. Rose, I told my dad, whatever you do, do not make the movie rated R. We do not need, this movie does not to be rated R. Keep it PG. And he agreed. Look, we all know about World War II. We don't need to be shown what happens in the movie and what in the war. It's implied. So yeah. Anyway, but no horse's head. Rose, come on, Rose. It's a human story, not a horse story. I need to grab a drink. I'll be right back. Horse's head. This is not The Godfather Part 4. I'll be right back. All right. No, seriously, because of watching, I have again expanded my listening library. Well, that's cool. Before you started playing in the band. Very good. Excellent. Godfather. Hey, Godfather. Anyway, be right back. Sorry about that. My throat went dry so much. I'm so excited about the movie, I can't talk. But anyway. But yeah, for those of you who came in late, we're talking about my dad's film project. I showed it to a friend of mine from Austria. Of course, you know the history of Austria and all that. She says she got the goose pimples watching the trailer. So I'm hoping a lot of people will feel that way, and when it comes out. Anyway, I hope it comes out. But all right, so enough of that. Any other news items for the week do you guys want to talk about? Because I have run out of ideas or topics for this evening. But Rose, yeah, thank you for asking about the film project. I was actually listening to some country music. A couple of local friends of mine. In fact, I'm going to give them a plug here. Let me do a quick search. It's Rose Angelica and Donna Cunning, if I spelled it right. Let's see here. All right, Haddock. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I would like to give a plug before we wrap this up. Two friends of mine, Rose Angelica, Donna Cunningham, two local artists. This is a song, Saturday Night is Girls' Night Out. This was a recent #1 on the country music charts. Rose wrote this song last summer. I think she wrote it in a day or in a week or something. And they went down to Nashville and recorded it. She gave me a preview copy of it last fall. I said, Rose, this is going to be a hit. And I'm not into country music that much, but I know good stuff when I hear it. And then guess what? It became a #1 hit this past May on the country music chart. It's her second one, and the first one for them as a duet. So a quick plug to my friends Rose, Angelica, and Donna Cunningham. I met Donna personally last night for the first time, a local venue here. Great lady. So yeah, just check out, we're talking about music. Check out the song Saturday Night is Girls Night Out on CD Baby. You can download it for, what is it, $1.99. Yeah, great song. Saturday night is girls' night out. Anyway, traditional good time country. Yeah, that's exactly how I would describe it. So anyway, 2 local artists doing good. So congratulations to Rose, Angelica, and Donna Cunningham for the #1 country hit. Anybody here listen to country music? Just out of curiosity. If you don't, that's okay. I just wanted to give this a plug to my friends before I forgot. Rose's #1 song last year was Girls Just Wanna Drink Beer. Great title. Let's see, Shatir, you play drums, violin, and of course your voice, but way from music over 2.5. Okay, all right. Rose, drums and violin. Oh, the violin. Kind of different, a musical type of instruments. My dad plays the accordion, keyboards. He wrote 4 songs for the movie, but I think only 1 song is in the movie. I think. Momum Games is in the house. Momum, hello, how are you? C used to play country music in the band. Problem was that nobody could tell what country it was. Okay. Well, this song, Saturday Night is Girls Night Out, it's definitely American country music. See, yeah, it's a feel-good, catchy song. Yeah. That's funny. Anyway, anything else for this evening, guys, before I wrap it up? So I think the next live event, I may talk extensively about that so-called Google Manifesto. Somewhat controversial. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I talk about it or just move on? It's somewhat interesting. I was going to do it tonight, but I wanted to take a look at it. It's about 9 pages long. Or maybe I just let it be and move on. So, you doing good, Mom Games? Okay, cool. I thought Toss would not like country, more jazz. Rose, you are generally correct. Yeah, I love jazz. I love Top 40 Jazz. One of the websites I go to is smoothjazz.com, a radio station out of Monterey, California. But, these are friends of mine. I've known Rose for a few years. I met Donna last night. Rose had a #1 song last year, and the song's catchy. But don't take my word for it. You take a listen to the songs and you tell me what you think. So, yeah. Fat Elvis says, had to play Lady of Spain and Fascinated my parents' cocktail parties. Thought I was Frank Yankovic. Yeah. Both are different instruments, like strings, mostly that. Any synthesizer. Well, since the synthesizers, keyboards today can make the sound of just about any instrument, can they not? I think so. At least here it's a debate with the instruments. Anyway. Leave me alone, girl, just wanna drink beer. Rose wrote this song over 40 years ago in college. And she had it stashed away, thought nothing of it. Anyway, I'll be right back. All right, just took a quick phone call, get that out of the way. Nothing important. Where were we? Let's see. If you play their song backwards, do you get the girl, the truck? Fat Elvis last night, there was an Elvis impersonator, Elvis Presley Jr. I'm assuming that's his stage name. I don't know. The songs of my friends has nothing to do with getting the girl back, the truck, and the farm back. The song last year, Girls Just Want to Drink Beer, just like it sounds. Girls Just Want to Drink Beer. Nothing about trucks or farms. The new song, Saturday Night is Girls' Night Out, is self-explanatory. Fat Elvis. So that's why I think I like the songs, because it's not typical country songs of the girl and the farm. And no, it's just, look. Search YouTube for the songs, play the songs, Fat Elvis, and you tell me what you think. Oh, the manifesto. Okay, got it, Albert. Sorry. Yeah. All right, so maybe I'll talk about it on the next one. Somewhat controversial, but I'll have to take a look at it, Albert. Yeah. Rose, you just play music and listen to musicians. Okay. All right, that's cool. Shatir says, yes, Toss, that's why I hate that digital music from synthesizers and you prefer raw strings. I can certainly understand that. Yeah, absolutely. In my dad's film project, there's a beautiful Yiddish song. I forget the name of it. It's not part of the original composition for the movie, but it seems like it's done with natural instruments and it sounds wonderful. But yeah. Mark Bloxham. I hope I said that correctly, Mark. How are you? Is this the first time you've been on a live event? Hi Total OS today. You are a fantastic YouTuber. I love all your videos. Well, thank you, Mark. Wow, that's so cool of you. Thank you. Be honored to do a hangout chat with you. Well, maybe one of these days or nights. Mark, just send me an email. Tell me what topics you have in mind, or what technology you use, and we'll go from there. How does that sound? Wonderful. Thank you. Albert says, I read it twice, then slept on it. Okay. Shatir, so let's talk about Alien Awakening, Covenant, Alien Awakening. Oh, yeah, that's supposed to be the next sequel, which has been canceled, I think. Covenant is the middleman of Prometheus. I know, yeah. See, Toss, you need to stay online some more. I guess I do. I was going to get off, but I wouldn't be here without you guys. So I'll stay on a little bit longer. Yeah, Mark, just send me an email, and we'll just go from there, okay? As far as Alien, oh God, talking about movies. Alien Awakening had to be close to $100 million, and I guess it was a flop. My dad's film was a fraction of that. I think my dad's film is going to turn out to be 10 times better because, number one, it's a true story. I don't know what's up with the Alien series. I think the last good Alien movie was Alien versus Predator, the first one. Yes, I thought it was a good movie. Prometheus, mixed, how good, how it was. It was promising. I was expecting more from Alien Covenant. Alien Covenant was fun to watch, but for lack of a better term, I thought it was just stupid. It's a waste of my money, almost. I shouldn't say that. I had a good time, but I was expecting more from Ridley Scott. But if you don't have the story, the movie's not going to work. It's not going to work. As far as Alien Awakening, I think that's been put on hold. I think Ridley Scott, I love his work. You know, Gladiator and other movies like that. The Martian a couple years ago was great. I think he should give it up. I think they should let Neil Blomkamp, who did District 9, he wanted to do Alien 5, the official sequel, with Sigourney Weaver. Let him do it. Put a fresh young mind in there, because I think Ridley Scott he's lost his touch with the Alien movies. And let him do it. So as far as the Alien movies go, I mean, Alien Covenant, what type of astronauts land on a planet with no suits? Come on, man. So yeah, Mark, you could just send me, just go to my YouTube channel, send me email that way. Yeah, it's probably going to be the fastest way. If you want to do it that way, or just send an email to note@yahoo.com. note@yahoo.com. That's my email, or that's one of them, Mark. Okay. See, you're waiting for a good Alien movie. Yeah. Since we're on the subject of Alien, Ridley Scott always makes good look-and technology movies, such as The Martian, Alien. There's a sequel to Blade Runner, which looks good. Yeah, go to the Total OS Today page, look at the About tab. Yes, that's it. Thank you, Albert. Yeah. Alien Covenant is one of the best of the Alien franchise. I don't think so. Yeah. James Cameron, who did Aliens, gave his thought on the movie. He says he would not have filmed or have done that kind of a movie. You guys can read that. I think he's correct. In the end, Alien was disappointing. It was fun to watch, Alien Covenant. Like I said, I think it was $90+ million to make, and I'm like, God, this looks so good, but it's so stupid. If you haven't seen the movie, I don't want to spoil it. Check it out. You guys know, we'll see what I mean, what I'm talking about. It was just, I don't know what else to say. That's the last movie I've gone to see. I had no interest in Wonder Woman or whatever's out there. I want a real good story, and that's why I'm hoping one day I can show you my dad's film. So anyway, but as far as Alien goes, you guys wanted to talk about it. Alien 5, there was a script written from Neil Blomkamp, who did District 9. He was hired to do the Halo movie, in case you guys don't know, and that fell through. Here we go. I caught it, Fat Elvis. The movie is called Ital Alien, yeah. So the alien talks to Talon, hey, what's the matter with you? I need the alien the food, alien the pasta, on the planet Mars. Yeah, it's time to lay the Alien franchise to rest. Please. Shatir, Neil Blomkamp is writing a script, I believe, for a sequel to District 9. I believe I read that in a blog somewhere, but that's all that I know. Let's see what we have here. Rumors of a new Alien movie franchise. Alien Covenant was not an undisputed success. It earned more than $232 million. It's not a lot, a $97 million budget. So when you, I guess when you talk about distribution, market, I guess it broke even or made a small profit. But I believe Prometheus made $400 million. So I would have to constitute this, put it in the flop category. Fox is considering a third movie series for the Alien franchise. There's been talk of a reboot of Alien. Yeah. As far as Dunkirk, I saw a preview. Did not like it. I'm sure it looks great. But, you know, it's one of those World War II movies where it's the usual, you know, action, shooting, explosions. Yeah, it's not my kind. I want to see a totally different movie. So, but as far as Alien goes, Neil Blomkamp should do it. Yeah, Fox is having second thoughts on Ridley Scott's Alien sequels. Ridley Scott may use CGI to add Ellen Ripley in his Alien prequels. Oh my lord. I don't think so, Ridley. No. No. If you want Sigourney, just call her. She's waiting. Come on. So that's my thoughts of Alien. Ferris Bueller's Next Day Off. Why not? The Transformers franchise is being reassessed. It's been a lukewarm summer. What was the last good movie? I don't know. Yeah, I heard Transformers the last night was really bad. Really bad. Has anybody seen Alien Covenant? And what do you think of it? Yeah, War for the Planet of the Apes, I guess, was so-so. Seems to me they're running out of ideas. Let's see, Mark, you have a place called Dunkirk in Nottingham. Ah, where your gran and grandpa lived in the 1950s. Well, Dunkirk, the original Dunkirk, was that France? Rose, somebody? I don't remember. What's up, Albert? What did you miss? Yeah, if there's going to be another Alien movie, I think it's time to put Ripley, Sigourney Weaver, back in it, in my opinion. Northern France, thank you, see, okay. Yeah, I think Dunkirk is based on a true story as far as I know. All right, I'm probably going to wrap this up about 11 p.m. here. I have a early morning doctor appointment for a checkup. France to save the British Army in Europe, okay. So it is based on a true story, right? If I recall, Rose, yeah. Based on but not very accurate. Okay. All right. Yeah, I think the critics liked it. But yeah. Try resetting the browser, Albert. See if that'll work. All okay? All right. Okay. Alien Covenant, where it went wrong. Let's take a look at this real quick. For one thing, the crew of the Covenant ship make some really stupid decisions. Yep. I guess we gotta watch. Well, I don't want to watch that, but yeah. The character of the android with Michael Fassbender, good. He did a terrific job. Yeah, there was a scene where he's playing a flute. I don't get that part at all. But the android robot, the Michael Fassbender, of course, the role started in Prometheus, did a terrific job. That part was interesting, to say the least. I don't want to spoil the movie if you haven't seen it, but Michael stole the show. In fact, I think the android stole the show and not the aliens. It's kind of sad in a way. What do the critics know? They love Brokeback Mountain. That was a piece of... I did not see that. Yeah. There's a problem with YouTube with streams. Okay, I guess it's intermittent, Rose. Yeah. So... I would have to say critics are probably generally accurate. Anyway. Albert, do you disagree? Just at my family reunion, I have 2 survivors. Oh, really? Albert, that's wonderful. I did not know that. Okay, cool. Yeah. It's not what we talked about. Okay. I don't know of any personal survivors from the Sferamonte concentration camp. Anyway. You can get more information. You can just do a search, but all right. Anything else for tonight? Mark, have a good one. Nice of you to stop by. And yeah, have a good night's sleep, and I'll talk to you later. Take care, man. Thank you. Miraculously, both sides of the family. Wow, of your family. Wow. I have a friend of mine. His father passed away of cancer not that long ago, but his father survived the Battle of the Bulge and the Normandy invasion. Fantastic stories there. Okay, Rose, take care. So yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of stories to be told still of that time in history. Yeah. Let's see when the next Mintcast is due out here. Thanks everybody for stopping by the way, before you take off here. August 27th. Okay, all right. My grandfather told me he had a hard time getting to the beach at Dunkirk in double quick time because the Panzer lost the track. Okay, Fat Elvis. Dunkirk looks good from a filmography standpoint, and if you don't know the real story, some would probably like it. But those of us who know what really happened won't. I'm trying to think of a movie that I didn't know anything about but I liked. It is based on a true story, World War II. Is it Heartbreak Ridge? No. Hacksaw Ridge. That was a good World War II movie, considering I knew nothing about it. Now that's what I mean by a good story, that you feel the movie and not just see it, if you guys know what I mean. Massacre. It's a rare occurrence that you find a Toss Today stream that is actually longer than 5 minutes. I actually got a complaint last month that my streams were too long. But hey, I can't please everybody. Netra Morosi's in the house. Hello. A Fury, yeah. A Fury, if I recall, was about a tank, Albert, or something. I took my boy to see that a couple years ago. That was okay. It was all right. I did not see Band of Brothers, no. Inglourious Basterds did not see. Have you heard of that weird Walmart? Yes, I did. Back to school display. That was, yeah. Yes, I saw it. It was funny and ridiculous at the same time. Totally inappropriate. But yeah, yes, I did, Massacre. Absolutely. All right, so I'm going to wrap this up with this last thing here. The 10 best movies of 2017 so far. Colossal. Never heard of it. Split. I've heard of it. This is from the guy who did The Sixth Sense. Did not see it though. Baby Driver. I heard of it. The premise is completely silly in my opinion. I don't feel at home in this world anymore. Never heard of it. Guardians of the Galaxy, did not see it. Yeah, I figured the Walmart display was a prank. See, yeah. A Dark Song. Don't know that one. The Big Sick. Don't know that one. The Lego Batman movie. Why do we need a Lego Batman movie? Logan, yes, I heard about this. I heard this was good, did not see it. Baby Driver was a good movie. Okay, it sounds like a title for a Need for Speed game. Need for Speed, Baby Driver. So this is number 2. Before I scroll down to number 1, what do you think? According to USA Today, what would be the number 1 movie? Anybody? I'll give it a few seconds here before I scroll down. I have no idea. My son used to play Minecraft with his friends. The New Incredibles, Furious. I don't know. Anybody else want to guess what's number 1? The only one here that I may want to go see is Split. Yeah, maybe this one. Or not, no, that's Baby Driver. This one's Split. Yeah. Okay, let's see what's number 1. Oh. I think I know what's number 1. I think it's probably a big budget. Oh no. I guessed wrong. Get Out. A psychological horror movie. Wow. Huh. Well, there you go, guys. Get Out was ranked number 1 this year. Wow. I was expecting Wonder Woman. Yeah. Well, there you go. Get Out. Get Out sucked. Well, it says here has become a socially conscious phenomenon, and good for good reason. Get Out is supremely impressive in the clever and biting manner it looks at racism, culture, humanity. Sounds interesting. I don't know. Thanks, Mark. Thank you. Saw New Planet of the Apes, left something to be desired. Yeah, I think my cousin Lisa saw it. She took her daughter there, and it was like, I don't know. I liked the first reboot, the first one of the trilogy. That was okay, but after you've seen one, I don't know. Nothing against apes or gorillas, but yeah. Interesting that, Fat Elvis, that movie was not on this list. I think Hollywood is running out of ideas. I think that's the problem. Movies with giant monsters have a high bar to meet. You know what I read that I saw? Get Out was nothing more than the Stepford Wives for racist. Oh, what did I see that was not bad? Oh, crap. A Korean movie. Trying to think. Hollywood is in a fairy tale land, or so they just need some fresh talent and ideas. They just need good story writing. That's what it comes down to, Massacre. Thinking of a movie here. Train to Busan? Yeah, I saw this. Train to Busan. Believe it or not, it's the only zombie movie that I liked. Zombies on a Train, filmed in South Korea of all places. It's you check it out. This, yeah, a 95% rating on Rotten Tomatoes. I thought it would have been silly. I guess it is with zombies, but I actually enjoyed it. The box office was 99 million US, which isn't bad for an unknown film. I don't know what the budget was. But yeah, Train to Busan. That's what it was. All right. Anyway, a few more minutes, guys, and I'm done. Saw the original Beguiled. It was rather good, okay? Yeah, Massacre, a lot of crashes. There can be graphics drivers related. Probably a somewhat high percentage, if I had to guess, so yeah. Hollywood could always look to Japan for ideas. I guess so. A good Hitchcock movie any day. Yeah, he was a master of his time. See, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, look, good movies, it all comes down to decent writing. If you don't have the writing, if you don't have the script, if you don't have the story, no amount of money, budget is gonna fix that. It just... The script is the blood of the movie, and if the script is contaminated, well, you guys know what I mean. Do you think AMD Radeon drivers are the cause of a lot of bizarre crashes? It's random, Massacre, yeah. I mean, my computer screen goes black at random times because there are no drivers available, updated drivers for my system. You guys don't see it, I do. But I think it could be anybody's drivers. I think, as far as I know. But yeah. 9 basic plots. Fat Elvis, I'll leave this live event with this. The best movies are didactic. Okay? Movies that are entertaining and combine some form of cultural relevance. Entertaining, funny, sad, laughing, and or combine some kind of cultural significance to society, or a cultural message, a cultural reflection. The Godfather, A Few Good Men, movies with good scripts, what I would call didactic. Those are the best movies. Heck, even a movie like Alien, where you get to know the characters. These guys, they guys and a woman, they work in space. They're on their way home. The ship gets sidetracked to a signal. There's an unknown robot on board. It's not about the people, it's about the money and all that. So again, it's movies that are didactic, which I think is what My Father's film is. So, all right. So The Wedding Singer I did not see. Yeah. Let's see. You switched to LTS kernel Arch Linux because you heard they sometimes push kernel version upgrades faster. I've heard about that. I don't use Arch though. I use sometimes I'll mess with Arch base such as Antergos, but I don't use Arch. One of your professors said never to end a story where the world is destroyed. Oh my. Yeah. Because where do you go from? There's no sequel, Fat Elvis, of course. Yeah. In the late 80s, you could watch a program on one of the 3 stations at the time and see the same scripts. Yeah. It seems that way. I could tell you, Albert, in my dad's film, when I first saw the trailer with the music, I got hooked within the first 30 seconds. When the music kicks in, and Mussolini giving his speech, the music was very ominous, and I knew where the movie was going to go, sort of. And it's rare today in movies to get you hooked that soon. You would end the movie with a destroyed world, just because the professor said not to. Okay, all right, well. Have there been movies with the world ends? I'm trying to think. At least not lately, huh? Yeah. Maybe Almost Ending, to leave it open for a sequel, right? I have not seen the new Get Shorty series. I have not. Alright guys, I'm going to wrap this up. So once again, thank you as always. Always a joy chatting with you guys. This one went a little bit longer, but always happy to chat with you guys about different topics. And I have not seen Game of Thrones, Fat Elvis. I heard it's pretty good. I have not seen it. Maybe one of these days I should, but I have not. My cousin Lisa told me to check out something. Shoot, I can't remember now. I'll have to call her. She said she really liked it. Good story, good writing. Shoot, I can't remember. All right. Yeah. Anyway, thank you, Fat Elvis, and everybody who joined in tonight. Always a joy, always a pleasure. Those of you joining in late, of course, you can watch this later. Anybody new to the channel, subscribe, support the channel if you can. All the links will be below in the show notes. I would love to have a sponsor to sponsor these events. I don't have any right now, but I guess I'm not that big enough yet. Fat Elvis, thank you. Netra says you can continue such a series, Alien Resurrection. Alien Resurrects? Well, yeah, I don't know. I suppose we can choose a topic of science fiction movies. You know, this is a technology channel. Thank you, Albert. Check out Kodi and watch the series. I don't have Kodi installed. Maybe I'll do it someday. Alright guys, that's it for this one. Next topic, I'm not sure. May talk about the Google so-called manifesto. We'll see. But that's it for this one. Before I go, yes, Fat Elvis, Forbidden Planet, they should do a remake of that. That is an excellent, excellent movie. Good writing, gets to the point. It's somewhat dated special effects, but Forbidden Planet, one of my favorites. That and the original War of the Worlds. Speaking of the world almost ending, right? And I'll leave you guys on that note, with the world almost ending. Way to go, Toss. Yeah. Okay. Have a good night. Don't let the alien bed bugs bite. And I'll see you on the next one. Arrivederci.